in Israel in a university called Akko. And my partner is Amit. She's from Bethlehem. And I'm going to start with her grandpa's story. I believe that you can start the next chapter of your life if you keep reading the last one. Her grandpa, Clementi, always wanted to forget his past and to put it behind and not to mention it again. And he taught his grandchildren to look forward. It all started in 1936 when the European countries were under the occupation of the Nazis. And it got to Africa in a country called Libya. Things were just getting worse and worse. Jews were forced to work on the Shabbat and set up shops. Of course, his mother refused like any other Jew. But in 1938, things got worse and worse. The racial laws were declared, which caused us severe discrimination and religious restrictions. Her grandfather was only 6 years old when World War II started, and the racist laws started with it. In this period, Arabs had an important role. They helped the Jews to get refuge and basic needs. And time passed. They were waiting for a change, waiting for a hope. But the German government took their hope away when they started to deport Jews to concentration camps in Gaza. The army evacuated the Jews, including her grandpa and his family, to the desert. They suffered from the burning sun and the heat. If they wanted to drink, they had to go kilometers and carry heavy cans in order to drink. It was really tough for them. There was no food. If they wanted food, they get a small portion for the rice every week, or macaroni. 562 people died from the camp. There were epidemics, and then the plan was cancelled and didn't transfer Jews to Italy. In 1943, there was a battle between the Alamein and the British Army, which liberated all of Libya. That scary evening when all the Jews in Gaza camp were supposed to be executed, it's a huge luck. It's really huge luck that the plan was cancelled in the last minute and they survived. And after that terrible thing, because of the racist laws and racist areas in Libya, Amit's grandpa moved to Israel in 1952. He felt he belongs to this place. He will find his life there, the life that was taken. It's not his fault. So, what would you do if one day you're not allowed to plan your future? What would you do if you have no control over the political environment around you? Violence is everywhere. Would you stay or run away? So sometimes we just don't have a choice, and it's really sad. So I want to thank my partner for sharing such a story. And each time, I know that each time I say it, it's not easy for you to remember all this, but it's part of knowing each other.